Hey everybody, this is Felicia with The Book is Done. I am coming to you finally, where I am going to be talking about a few books. Hopefully, I don't get cut off because I'm expecting a call, but I'm just gonna jump right into it. So, one book I read this as an arc not too long ago, maybe about a month ago. This book was just released earlier this month. Earlier this month, it's only the 12th, but 12th, 13th, what's today? 13th. Excuse me, it was released earlier this month. And it is by one of my favorite authors. This is called The Uninvited by Nadija Mujagic. And this book right here, off rip, had my blood pressure high because um, it's a couple. It's a newlywed couple, Emily and Jack. They are like literally just pulling up to their house from returning from their honeymoon. They just got married, and so they pull up, and Emily notices like this sharp pain in her arm, and Jack is like digging into her arm because he sees somebody standing outside of their door to their house, to their townhome, or their brick home, whatever, brownstone. That's what it is. And so she's like, Jack, you're hurting me. Like, what the what? So she looks and she sees this woman standing out front of their house. And she's like, who is that? And he's like, my mother. It's nighttime. Okay, let's paint the scene. It's nighttime. Okay. Want to say it's like maybe early evening, like 9 o'clock, maybe later than that. But it's like they pull up and this super random woman is just standing outside their door. And so she's like, she hasn't met his mother. And so the mother's name is Evelyn Ross. And so she hasn't met the mother. The mother didn't come to the wedding. From my understanding, she was in a hospital. She was having issues with her heart or something like that. She was having a lot of health issues, and so she wasn't able to come to the wedding. Okay, cool. So she didn't call them, nothing. They just pulled up to the house. Oh, we just came back from our honeymoon. Let's get it. Who is this woman at my front door? So Jack, I've ripped. Jack sees her and he just has like this demeanor about him where he's just like, she's here. Like they don't have a close relationship, but like from what Jack told Emily, they're close. So Emily gets out the car, they go and approach her and he's like, what are you doing here? Kind of like, you're not supposed to be here type thing. And I was just like, I'll rip. That's some shady boo stuff. Like, why would you have? First of all, don't nobody show up unannounced to my house. I don't care. Mom, dad, brother, sister, whoever. Text somebody. Call somebody. Something. Because if we hadn't come back from our honeymoon, you would have been standing out there for I don't know how long, girl. You better say something. So he was like, what are you doing here? And she was like, oh, my son, my son. And he's just like, okay, what's going on? Meanwhile, Emily is like, this is weird, but I don't know the dynamics. Okay, hey, how are you? I'm Emily. I'm your daughter in love. Nice to meet you. If you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here? Like, was, hey. And so he was like, how long have you been here? I hope you haven't been here long. And she was like, oh, I've been standing out here for a few hours. Straight to, you about to be on your way, girl. Like, what? So Emily is like, oh my gosh, like you must be freezing. Like it's cold outside. It's like wintertime, I believe, early fall, winter. And so they were like, okay, well, come on, come in. Like we just literally got back from our honeymoon. And Evelyn is just like, oh, I'm so sorry I didn't make it to your wedding. I wasn't feeling well. I had a lot of stuff going on. And Jack did like a lot of speaking for her. So that kind of sets the foundation for the whole thing. So the uninvited person is the mother-in-law. So they get in the house. Like Emily is like this meticulous person. Everything perfectionist. Like everything is in place. Everything is where it's supposed to be. Jack is, he likes everything just smooth sailing. Woman's in the house, married, life is great. So Evelyn comes in and start just making herself comfortable, honey. She don't take off her shoes at the door. That's just me. She don't come and take her shoes off. I don't even think, well, no, I think she has luggage. I can't even remember. But she comes in, she goes to their kitchen, doesn't, ask how was your trip, doesn't ask, like, can you show me around? Can I have a seat? Can I use the bathroom? Can I wash up something? She doesn't do any of that. This chick go to the kitchen and start going through stuff like it's her house. Jack, that's me. Jack, get your mama. Get your mama. I understand we just got here. That's my mother in love. I get it. She going through our house like this her house. Boundaries. Boundaries much? So the story goes on. Different things happen. And like Jack is like oblivious to it. He's just like, okay, whatever, my mom's here. Emily is like, okay, but we need to establish, like, how long is she going to be here? What is she here for? Is everything okay? Like, maybe she's just bringing, like, our wedding present or something, or she's just, like, making this up because she wasn't able to come to the wedding. All of these different things are going on, right? Jack is just nonchalant. He'll look too nonchalant for me. So I'm like, there's some shady boo stuff going on. Like, some ain't, the math ain't mathing. Something ain't right. So the story continues to go on. Things are happening that Emily sees, but Jack is just like, I don't care. It's just lax. And so basically Evelyn is just she's just going throughout the house like she's been there before. What? So few days go by. I'm not gonna tell the whole story. Few days go by, and like it was Evelyn. Come to find out, Evelyn likes to drink adult beverages. She likes to drink alcoholic beverages. So it's like some really expensive wine that she came in there, and she just popped open. She didn't ask if she could have some wine. She didn't ask if she could have something to drink. She didn't ask she could turn on the light. She didn't ask nothing. She just went and just started making herself at home. And Emily is like, again, boundaries much. Jack, get your mama. Like she was that close to saying, Jack, get your mama. That would have been me from Jump Street. Like that, maybe that's just me. I don't know, but that ain't how I rock. So Emily, she's trying to function. She was trying to find some of her medication that she was secretly taking for anxiety because Jack didn't know. So that was moved. And so like Evelyn is doing different things around the house to try and throw their relationship off. And so yeah, it's kind of like a weird mother-in-law, the Uninvited. So when you see the title, I'm thinking that it's going to be something not scary because it does say it's a psychological thriller. But it was just funny to me how I was just like, oh, it's your mother-in-law. Oh, she coming here for the long haul. Like, what? What is happening? So, Uninvited, we don't do that. And so with this book, I thought that the book was really, really good. Even to the end, it was just, you found out what was going on. It wasn't no, like, weird, shady boot stuff going on between Jack and his mom, but you could just tell, like, the dynamic was off because, he was okay and her not coming to the wedding. I mean, I get that. That's how some folks are, with their families or whatever the case may be. But Evelyn is just like, not Evelyn, but Emily. Emily is just wanting to try and keep it together. And Evelyn is just like, oh, I'll just do this and I'll do that. And that's just how that's going to be. And it wasn't like a stuck up mother type thing, but it was just like, I'm going to push your buttons and see, because I don't know if that was her way of trying to learn who Emily is. But when you get further and further in the story, you'll see exactly what's going on, because Emily was trying to pull back. She was trying to bite back and how she was for real. And trying to be like, okay, I'm putting my foot down. This is what's going on. And Jack would sometimes clap back at her and be like, hold up. I run this. So in all things, it was a really, really good book. This will not be the last that I read of hers, Nadija Mujagic. I'm pretty sure she is getting ready to release another book towards the end of the year. I have to talk to her and see, because we do talk. But definitely give her a look. It's all on Amazon. I've read so many of her books: The Master of Disguise, Till a Better World, The Exchange, um, The Mistletoe Secret. I forgot the last part of that title, but I read a good bit of her books, so she is very, very chill. She's a good author, so definitely feel free to check her out. This is Felicia with The Book Is Done. Let me know what you think about this, and or if you would like to read this or read another one of her works. But I hope that y'all have a good day today on purpose. I'm out.